everybody, and welcome back to LocalEyes 5 and 5. Our guest today doesn't really need any introduction. We all know him. We all talked to him at some stage through the years, whether it was an open position, whether it was something about localization or anything else, really. So without further ado, I give to you the one and only Michele Cerioni. Hi, Michele. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I'm really excited to be here.
That's great. That's great. I'm very, very happy to have you here, and I'm sure it's going to be very interesting. So Michele is a principal recruitment consultant for adaptive globalization. He's been a recruiter for a number of years. He's been heavily involved in the localization industry for a good 10 years now, more or less. So it's great to have you here because obviously you will give us a different perspective, the perspective of someone in recruitment in a niche market like localization.
As I just mentioned to you before starting the recording, I'm actually really excited. From one side, I'm really looking forward to do this. From the other side, I'm really looking forward to finish this, to get this done.
That's me.
I feel a lot of pressure, let's say. Yeah.
No, there's no pressure.
People maybe are expecting a lot from me at the end. Well, no, but yeah.
I'm sure
maybe a bit different perspective, might as well. Groundbreaking perspectives, but yeah.
Well, we don't know. We'll see now.
Yeah.
So the drill is the same. There's 5 questions in 5 minutes. I have a timer here with me. Nothing really, new hyper technology. It's just my phone. I'm just giving out all of my secrets now. So if you want to, I can start with the first question.
Go for it. I'm rehearsing this in my mind. I've been doing this in the last few days, actually. Yeah.
Obviously, being a recruiter in a niche market, again, you probably had to go and look for some particular profiles that were not already in the industry and you were trying to bring into the industry. Yeah. And one of the main challenges we all have is, what is localization? Whenever you get asked, it's the toughest thing to explain sometimes.
Yeah.
Because people don't immediately get it. So how would you describe our industry to someone that has never worked in translation or localization? And here we go.
Yeah. Okay. Is the business of selling services around multilingual communications. What does it mean? We have a client with a translation need, a client who needs to translate a web page or a marketing document or a legal document from one language to the other. What we do is just making sure that this client receives this document in the language that they wanted, in the time that within the time frame that they requested, and we charge for the service, and that's it.
That's a good description. All right, I think we can all, yeah. In a nutshell, that's what we do.
More or less, yeah. Well, I mean, there is also the definition of Renato Beninato and Tucker Johnson. They wrote a book. I forgot the name of it. Sort of the theory of the translation agency, and they say that actually, what we sell in an LSP is basically project management. So we sell project management. That's I think is pretty explicative as well of what we do at the end. So,
yeah.
More or less, yeah.
That is true. That is, yeah. In a nutshell, that's actually.
Yeah. I hope that tomorrow, so when you publish the podcast, we don't have so many people from the LSP side insulting me because of what I said, or because I'm oversimplifying the industry, probably.
Only one way to find out. I guess we'll see the comments. So,
there you go. Yeah.
So no, it was. I gotta say that I stopped the timer slightly before. You know, no, we're alone right now, so no one can say anything. So I'll move on to the second question, which is a bit.
Yeah, give me a second. I just want to take my.
Oh, that was unexpected.
Yeah.
That was unexpected. Okay.
I'm feeling the pressure now.
I don't know what's gonna happen by the 5th question. Whatever it is, it's I don't want to be responsible for whatever it is. So Michele, how did you get started in localization? I've studied, some have not studied at all. What's your experience? And the timer starts now.
Okay, good. So I studied languages. I studied languages and translation in during my bachelor degree back in my time in Rome and in Barcelona as well. I started as a student, actually in a student job with electronic arts as a language tester in Madrid at that time. But after that, and it was 2010. After that, I basically spent 4 years in a totally different industry, in the accommodation industry. So I was working for an online platform, selling basically. It was sort of an Airbnb-like platform, and it was until 2014 when I got back in touch with adaptive globalization, and there, well, I got back into the industry, let's say.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know how much time this answer took right now.
I think if you want to, I can stop it now.
I think so. Yeah. I think it makes sense. Yeah, that was actually it should have been my shortest question, my shortest answer. Sorry for that.
It was short enough. You still have a lot of time.
Okay, good.
But don't worry about it. And I know the next few questions will probably take a bit more time, but it's great. Are you still a gamer or not?
I'm not a gamer anymore. Yeah, I used to be a gamer for a short time, probably. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, even when I joined electronic arts, I was not a gamer anymore. Even though I still love this industry, by the way, honestly,
It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah.
I still play a lot. Probably too. So the next question is about the industry you're in, recruiting and recruitment in general. You've been there for a number of years now. You've changed different positions. You've touched different markets. How has the industry changed through the years? What were the main changes that you noticed? Is it better now? Was it better before? The timer starts now.
Yeah. It has been nearly a completely different world. So since when I started in 2014, we were still there were still, for example, translation offices. So translation shops where you can go in by yourself in person and basically ask if they could actually translate your legal documents, your contracts, and so on. Now we have seen the shift from a translation shop to a translation platform. So basically, this is what you just you need to go online. We have project management, online platform, online platforms that actually take care of managing everything by themselves, basically. And this is also the what's artificial intelligence and machine translation itself. They are disrupting the industry in itself. So I think the big major changes that I've seen. So the shift from translation shops to translation to LSPs, so to translation platforms, and machine translation and artificial intelligence. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's what happened actually to the industry. That's where we are now in a nutshell. There was a change. There was a massive change over, I'd say, the last 10 years maybe or less, especially over the last 5 years. I think it changed drastically. You still have roughly 2 minutes and 10 seconds for the last few questions. So you're doing great. You're actually doing great. Well done. So I'll move on to the fourth question. As you said, the industry has been changing. It has changed a lot. And so have the profiles of the potential candidates that you have to look for. Different competencies, different skills are required. How big of a challenge is now to look for particularly technical profiles? And what is the biggest challenge right now for you when trying to find candidates? Do you think, as you said, there's a lot more technology now? Do you think it is complicating things? Is it a problem with too much technology? Or is it a problem with the way maybe translators come out of universities without that kind of background? The timer starts now.
Yeah. So it's I think that there is so both reasons play a role in it. I would say that there is technology that is moving at lightning speed, which is actually I mean, it's hard for a student actually as well, because if you, from a student perspective as well, because if you, once you enter the university, after 3 years or 5 years, depending on if you're doing bachelor and master degree as well, you came out of the university and all those things that you studied are obsolete.
Yeah.
So they're not, that it's not, I mean, it's still useful, what you studied, but still you cannot go directly into the job market with the things that you studied, because they're not being used anymore. The word is a different word, basically, once you came out of the university, for example.
I would agree. Yeah. It's definitely obsolete and probably partial. It's not complete. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And what was the question? Sorry,
Well, I mean,
about the good education? Yeah.
Well, what's
About the
the biggest
education?
challenge for you when you have to go and try to find very skilled and technical candidates?
That sometimes our clients ask for people that don't exist on the market. As simple as that. And it happens, and it happens frequently actually, that they're asking for a profile, for an ideal profile that actually doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Or at least, I mean, it's really hard to. I mean, this is the reason for our existence as a recruiter as well. I mean, we are here because we need to find people impossible to find, let's say.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes we manage to do this, but most of the time we need to manage the expectations of our clients and tell them, look, such a profile doesn't exist on the market right now.
That's tough. All right.
Yeah.
That's very tough. Like that, I don't know. I don't want to be in your shoes, literally.
Yeah.
You're a brave man. Michele, there's one last question for you.
Yes.
And you have about 10 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. 10 seconds, you said?
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay. Good. Yeah.
Good enough. Because I interrupted you, I made some comments, so I'm pushing it back. To be really honest, you have 28 seconds. No. 28. Well, the last question is around artificial intelligence. How is AI having an impact on the recruitment industry? Is it helping? Is it giving more or better results? What's your opinion on that? Your 20 seconds, 28.
Okay. 28. Okay.
That's a
there you go. Okay. Honestly, technology is making our job way better than it was 5 years ago, 4 years ago. The thing is, the clients expect way more from us right now. For us, I need to admit it, it's easier to let's say to do automated things, sort of sending mass emails, contacting many people across the world with one message, for example. So it's easier for us to, let's say, to sort and so on, also to get to have high activity levels. On the other side, on the flip side, it's harder to find those people because the demands of the clients the clients are getting more demanding. That's it.
Yeah, like that. But it's good that it's helping at least. It's a great thing. Artificial intelligence, it's helping, I think, the industry in general.
A lot.
So that was the last question. I gotta say that you went over the 28 seconds. So for this reason, I have a bonus question for you.
Okay.
Totally unexpected. You didn't know about it. This wasn't prepared. So you just a few minutes ago you said you're from Rome. So my question is really important for the entire audience. Because what is your message to those that put cream in a carbonara? You have all the time in the world. Just go crazy.
I will. Oh my God! Yeah, no, I cannot express this. It's too painful to see that.
I know. It's tough. I know. It was a tough question.
I will probably ask them. Okay, if you put cream on the carbonara, would you put I don't know, what's the word thing that you can put in a coffee instead of milk?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but it's
no.
Putting cream in the carbonara should be considered as one of the capital sins, I will say.
Well, it's definitely illegal. It's
It's never illegal. Don't do it in Italy. Don't do it in Italy because otherwise, yeah.
Look, it was a pleasure to talk to you. Your answers were great.
Yeah.
I think we covered as much as possible within the 5 minutes or more. But it was great to talk to you. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for
and it was great to see you, by the way, finally.
Great to see you too. You know, it's been a while. Michele and I have been in touch for years and years now. It's great. It's like talking to a friend, literally. All right. So thank you everyone for watching LocalEyes 5 in 5. Thank you, Michele, for being with us. And stay tuned for the next episode. Bye. Thank you, Michele. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.